would be mutually beneficial.
She nods once more and takes another sip. The message that he did send me was that you should go and meet him in the engine area, but not right now. He's not there right now anyway. It's going to take some time for it to be prepared, so you are allowed to go and venture about the ship and enjoy yourselves. If you wish, I can simply report back to him, as well. I only have a communication link. Tell him that you are ready and willing, and you will arrive at the appointed time.
Be appreciated. Oh, and here's my comm detail. If I find out anything that might interest your master, I'll pass it along.
Of course, I may pass it along, depending on how well you do with this.
Anything else you can tell us about the meeting area?
Well, this place's core is very unique. Running this place takes a lot of power. It's an extremely long, cylindrical area. Tough. But there's also a bit of security there. Many droids working there. And, well, it's not a normal place for guests to go. However, you've been given special permission on the time that you are allowed to go down there. So, it seems like Goran may have a bit of pull with the ship.
1 second. That was horrible. Do I spend our no, wait, we have 2 last hit points actually.
Yep, you too.
Is it worth it? I don't know.
Free real estate.
Fuck it. I'll use 1 point and take some strain and some conflict. I would like to know if her surface thoughts differ from what she's saying.
Not particularly, actually.
Okay.
Though it's kind of hard to scan her exactly with your powers, since it turns out that she has some cybernetics in her head as well. But overall, what you've picked up on her surface thoughts, not much about what she says has changed. Essentially, she suspects that while you guys may go about the ship, it's possible Goran may already know that you're not the people that he sent for.
Behind the woman, Tisa just looks at Jack and then gives him a first a nod, and then in response to the going around the ship, she just gives a small shake of the head.
Well, when would he be expecting the meeting?
Not until later tonight.
Right, that gives us some time at least. So glad this didn't have to turn ugly.
Yes, I'd prefer that. In fact, you seem to have a knack at pulling off jobs that don't require that much violence.
Well,
If I may
there's no
interject,
such thing as a famous smuggler.
if I may interject, speaking of violence, how will the operators of the ship take it if a fight breaks out?
You saw what happened at the door when you came in here, correct? You were probably able to sneak in some things.
They seem to be mostly looking for obvious weapons or bombs.
It is a simple security measure. The fact that they didn't take away my items simply means that they weren't looking for them. You could easily pass by a normal sword. They're probably not even afraid of that. After all, there are swords hanging in some hallways. However, they're looking for things that can harm the ship overall. They have a very lax security measure when it comes to, well, bringing weapons on board. Weirdly enough, this acts as its own sort of security measure, since if you don't know the person you're about to have a fight with, you may suddenly pull out a gun.
So, In other words, as long as we don't attack the crew of the ship or the owner of the ship, no one besides their own bodyguards will really pay attention.
Or try to damage the ship.
Or if you interrupt anything of what constitutes the calm of the ship. I found that out the hard way.
Doesn't every fight disturb the calm of the ship?
Only
If
if
you're
people
out-
see you do it.
If you're in your own room and have a fight, that has disturbed no one else. If you do it in, let's say, the gambling hall, well, of course, that's disturbing. And the droids are very particular about how they put down rowdy individuals.
I'm going to guess that it involves a masked blaster fire.
Well, normally stun fire as far as I've seen, but otherwise I suspect they have something a bit more deadly.
Right then, good to know, although I'm suspecting that our quarry will probably not go quietly.
It all depends. Either way, if you enter the main halls, you're safe from any sort of attempts by Goran at least. So I suggest you enjoy yourselves until the time. He finishes her drink, by the way.
Well, don't let us keep you. One for the road. Not like we're paying. Not sure if it's fucking up or maybe it's fucking up. Like having periods of no speaking.
Yeah, it's for some reason I just heard you go all robotically.
Yeah, like I'm not sure
something's
if
wrong.
it's TeamSpeak fucking me or if it's my internet fucking me because it doesn't seem to happen on the Discord.
Weird.
What did I miss?
It might have been TeamSpeak because I could hear you just fine.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
But essentially she just, instead of giving you a glass, she hands you like what equates like a flask. She goes, sure, fill it up. Then she goes and grabs her sword.
Heck.
I just, pick a random bottle and start filling up. Meanwhile, 3 of those bottles disappear into the coat.
Random bottle, like accidentally, I don't know, Gamorium fucking rot gut or something.
Wanna buy a death stick?
Here's the thing, like,
like-
one of the bottles, I will tell you now, roll me another perception, Jack.
It's like, you do not want to sell me death sticks. I don't want to sell you death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life. I want to go home and rethink my life.
A101.
There you go.
A101.
As you are picking up a bottle, you know those alcohols with the gold flakes inside?
Goldschlager.
Yeah, essentially, the gold flakes are meant to cut your throat a little bit and then pass through your body, eventually. And it helps you get drunker and stuff like that. Essentially, as you're picking it up, you're holding what equates to almost $3,000 worth of alcohol as you see a Ketosis flake out beverage.
Oh, that's overkill.
We are VIPs on a ridiculous cruise.
This is the VIP room.
Yeah,
The only reason
I
Hudson
just
take
assumed
it is because high up.
everything in here would be great. That's why I'm just like shoveling 3.
Loot the entire place.
Quickly steal the toilet paper and the towels.
Yeah,
I'm
everyone
gonna eat all
take
the
a
food
bottle
in
of
this
shower
room.
gel, okay? Everyone take a bottle of shower gel.
There are some
I just start
ridiculously
stuffing
good
food
products.
in my purse.
There are
It
some
can sit
ridiculous
a surprising amount.
Like there are small amounts of Bacta in the pillow chocolates.
That would
There are-
actually be quite a good idea.
There are actually personal, Bacta gels around in case you get a small little scratch on your finger.
I take all of them.
Oh god.
Mine. Like beauty Bacta gels. Mine.
It just rolls into luxury hotel, like rolls out with a fucking wagon, and the crew, like staff is just like, I mean, all the people steal towels, but what the fuck, dude?
Well,
Look,
I mean, it
guys,
explains why he has the VIP.
guys, it's okay. I have a purse.
Hey, Ash. Ash,
God.
is the furniture bolted down?
No, it's not bolted down.
Oh god.
Exposure,
No.
that's not the question you should be asking. The question you should be asking is the furniture silhouette 2 or less.
All right.
Not too less.
I expected the question to be: is there something that is bolted down?
Well, some of the
can I
benches
also-
are part of the wall.
Can I also take so I want to shovel the beauty back, the stuff, and like
I
all
was
of
just
the
leaving,
bottles
guys.
of
We
champagne.
don't have to actually loot the hotel room.
Well, I'm gonna
Wait,
say
how-
your
How do
thing
you
can't
shovel?
Astrid's
hold that
looting the
much.
hotel room.
It can't hold that much.
It's a
Damn.
purse. It's not it's not an actual bag of holding, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, either way, I'm going to fill up with one random bottle and 3 of them just disappear off into the jacket for later.
Okay.
I take all of the towels.
Astrid's stuffing food in her face.
We're in the middle of a conversation.
I'm not with these people.
Yeah, pretty much. And Tiz is just looking at you guys and is like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm standing next to Tizer and I'm making a face. I'm not with these people.
She
Need
just
not,
looks
want
at you.
not.
She just looks at you weirdly and then goes, "Well then, I suppose I will be off."
Oh,
I
she's
hear-
still here.
Yeah.
That's
For
why
fuck's
I was
sake.
saying, what the
Look
fuck
at
are
you.
you guys doing? I was giving
Just
her one for the
waiting.
road, and you guys
Kains
decided,
comes out of the
"Let's
bathroom."
loot."
Kains just
Right,
comes
while
out of the
everybody
bathroom.
else is embarrassing themselves and devaluing themselves in the eyes of the mercenary, I'm gonna say, by the way, Neutron, that's a nice blade. It's a shame people don't appreciate the classics anymore.
She nods in agreement as she pulls it out of her sheath a little bit. You do see it's black, but it's not like the same as your weapon. It's not like carved and traditional. It's basically just a black blade.
As she does that, Cora instinctively reaches for her packs and realizes, oh yeah, right, it broke.
Oh right, my sword's gone. So yeah, she just is like, I prefer the sword. My legs give me advantage. She lifts one of her cybernetic legs, but then puts it down a little bit in shame since she's still got the little bootsies on. She doesn't like the
I can think of a few.
User in your channel timed out.
I can think of a few very cheeky jokes here, but let's not try to flirt with the mercenary right now.
Yeah, she doesn't exactly
User
like the
entered your
bootsies,
channel.
but otherwise she
Sibby, why?
puts up them. Oh my god. Either way, if there's anything you need, here's my
Actually,
contact information. And she
I
gives
was-
some contact information.
I was using it as an icebreaker earlier, but we might have a job for you sooner than I thought. You're a hacker, right?
That is correct.
Considering we have nothing to do with your client and we don't intend to steer any trouble, how's about an opportunity to learn to earn a little on the side? Considering we're pretty blind out here, we may require some help if, you know, things get out of hand. Can we count on you on pulling some strings?
As long as it doesn't interfere, of course. Just
Sounds
contact me on this. She passes you like her contact information if you ever need me.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. We'll let you know if we need some help.
He nods. Is that all?
Yeah, I'd say we're done.
She looks over to Astrid a little bit as she's shoveling things into her bag and then goes, I'll leave you to whatever you're doing.
Right.
Need not, want not.
But
I say
yes,
as I
big
shovel
black
more
cleaver.
cake into my face.
It's
not,
really
want
good
not.
cake. It's like,
Look,
that's some
fuck
good
off.
cake.
We don't get a lot
She
of
has to
time.
eat like 3,000 calories a day to maintain muscle mass.
With that, she does head towards the elevator. Is there anything else anybody else wants to say to her before she leaves, or? Nope. Okay.
No.
She leaves out the elevator. The droid is probably going to come back soon, but it's going to take a while. The elevator's long. Essentially, Kains, as you're in the bathroom, essentially, the bathroom is so luxurious. It looks like it was made for your race. Like, the water is so crisp and clear.
Excellent.
There's like there's bath oils just for your race. It's not
Holy
even,
shit.
it's like, you know, like your race, and it has sub races of like your certain skin constitution and stuff. It's like oils for that exact one. It's like they scanned you and just gave you that oils. It's like, ah, yes. It's
Nice.
just so
Does the
lovely.
toilet talk to you?
Certainly the toilet doesn't talk. They did that, but apparently found it creepy, so they stopped it.
So, the second that door shuts, Jack lets out a massive, oh, we all almost died.
What are you talking about?
Do you not know who she's working for? That's one of the lords of Nalhutta. He makes Ifo look like a bitch.
Cora just shrugs and says, "You've seen one hut, you've seen them all."
No, you have not seen One Heart if you've seen him.
What's so special about him?
Okay, put it this way. You know how the Republic doesn't mess with the Hutt cartels, right?
Yeah, because they're a bunch of pansies. No offense, Klein. Oh wait, he's actually not here. She looks towards the bathroom where he's probably making weird noises.
And how the only way you can kill a Hutt is with the explicit permission of the cartels?
Sort of, yeah.
He's the guy that says if you can do it or not.
Oh. 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 Gotcha.
I can keep looking at you as you owe and owe, like, to illustrate the point.
Well, it's lucky then that we're not on a collision course, and in fact that our quarry is, well, has probably been designated by at least, if not her client, then at least one of his peers.
Oh, that's, I'm gonna need more of this drink.
Yeah, well, better hurry before there's nothing
Astrid
left.
offers Jack a slice of the cake.
So,
Sure, I'll...
I'm sure you already suspect as much,
No.
but you should know that our bounty is more than likely already aware of our presence on this ship, and you don't have to have powers of foresight to see that this is probably a trap.
Yeah. So, at least it does give us a couple leads. Right, first things first. Weapons. You should be alright with the little stuff, but your sabers are definitely going to be a no-no, unless you can hide them.
Cora looks at her dress.
Well,
Right, hide.
If only you had a purse.
If only I had a purse.
Just
Meanwhile,
shove it up your
Kains
prison wallet.
Yeah,
Kains making fishy noises in the next room. Lotion.
do you mean in terms of their noise and presence, or just hiding them on our persons?
In terms of if they find a saber, that's definitely going to be contraband. I mean, that could cut through anything.
Yeah.
Pistol, you might be able to talk away. Maybe even a rapier or whatever, but the saber itself, you're going to need to be smart about. So have you got a way to hide it, or do you want me to rig something?
Hey Jack. Well, not Jack, Adam actually. Did you force Tizzer into a something resembling a dress, or is she currently wearing a robe?
You've currently got your own shit. I did force that robot to get a nice selection of different colours and cuts of dress.
Okay, let's see. Fuck, I don't know much about like traditional Miraluka wear, to be fair. Also, what the hell is that noise?
Sounds like the underdecks of a ship. Ash is giving us a hint.
No, it's Esper.
Huh?
Push to talk.
Oh, Amanda's snuck off to kill the Hutt before even Ash. Crawling through the vents right now.
Check. Yeah, I don't know shit about like Miraluka formal
We
wear.
know that he's expecting us in the engineering decks later tonight. An ambush isn't much use if you know it's already going to happen. Might have the chance to turn it on him. But we'll have to find a way into there and a way around the security guards.
And at
Astrid
least,
and Cora should be able to manage that.
and at least if everything goes tits up, we can rely on a very powerful mercenary hacker to, you know, give us a hand for the right price. So there's that.
Well, as long as it's in the shadows.
We should probably settle the price and make a contract before that happens.
I don't think we should be worried about the price right now, Teaser.
Well, my point being that if we try to call her when things have already gone sideways, then she is holding the upper hand in the negotiations.
I seriously don't think this is the time to be stingy about money.
I think the less we have to do with her, the better.
You say
Either
that,
way,
but
you
at least
also-
mercenaries are trustworthy. You pay them, they do a job. Don't have to worry about betrayals
More.
or getting shot in the back by a droid. You want a card game?
You might
Unless
have to worry about
someone
them
pays them more.
proposing, though.
Kick.
Heyo!
Either way, we've got our leads. Right. We have until tonight to get this scoped out. So Astrid and Cora, you should try and find a way into the decks, find a way at the security, have a look around.
Yep, I was already
Me
on
and
it.
Tizza are going to look on into the hut, see what we can find out about him. He should be packing some heat, but we don't quite know yet. At the very least, I'm sure he's smuggled on his armor and his pike. And if he's smart, he should be hiding out with a couple of more inconspicuous mercenaries. So we'll need to scope that out too. As for Kains, you might be able to do a bit more direct work.
He emerges from the bathroom with 12 towels.
Yeah, as you emerge, Jack's gonna look over you. Hey Kains, you got on well with the other huts, right?
The other huts? What do you mean, Captain?
Might have a bit of recon work for you.
Right, okay. Well, what do you want me to do?
There are 5 huts on the ship. We're hoping you can have a friendly chat with a couple of them.
Yes, name them and I'll have a chat, but what's the point of these conversations, Captain? To distract them or to get information?
Information. Anything
What?
we can find out might tip it in our favour. If they're all staying together, if they have their own wings. Anywhere we know they are, we can rule out he will be.
I see. Okay, I'll go up to the area, to the lobby, I suppose, and see where they are.
So, you guys gonna go throughout the ship and explore and
Yep.
see things and do
Time to have some fun.
So, among
God
the
damn, my fucking Discord
dresses
is
the
so-
droid picked out, or like, are there only dresses, or is there also a pantsuit?
Well, there are pantsuits as well. They're
Cool.
like jackass with suits, and he got them of every colour.
Yeah, because Tizza's probably going to grab a pantsuit with a jacket for a very specific purpose.
For being a modern woman.
Well, no, it's kind of hard to hide lightsabers under a dress.
No, I get you, man, but
Which is exactly why Cora didn't take her lightsaber, because she has nowhere to hide it.
I mean, no one is really going to pay attention to like a holdout blaster in an ankle holster, but like, yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
here's all I'm saying: lightsaber thigh holster, come at me.
Lightsaber what now?
Thigh holster,
Pie
come
holster.
at me.
Check.
So, eventually, the droid does return, since it's, it's programmed to come back and listen to your orders, and oops, I accidentally turned to drawing. There we go.
Come back and spy on us.
It comes back and goes, "Is everything alright, sirs and madams? I sense there are several things that need to be restocked. I will do that right away."
Oh god.
No. Yes. Oh.
Before you do anything, exactly how many times are you legally obliged to restock?
Well, as many as is required. Sadly, we do not have any more Ketosis wine in order to have, but we are able to restock the lotions and several food items that you have acquired.
Astrid is rubbing her hands together. Yes,
just-
please.
I'm just gonna sigh the same way Tizzer did.
If you wish to enjoy while we restock, you may enjoy the gambling hall. There is also the dancing hall. Sadly, the main ballroom is in current occupation, but there is also the dining hall and several other locations,
Oh.
which I am sure you will enjoy.
And who has occupied it? Why is it not available?
Ah, yes, one of our most esteemed guests. You see, none of the rooms could contain his magnificence, sir. It is Lord Bossotto.
Ah, I see. The room we should never go into. And she looks towards Jack for confirmation.
I give you a slight nod and go, yes, could you bring up some chips? I feel like going to the casino.
From the side,
course,
Theseus says, "Ah, yes, of course. Most fitting room for a man of his stature."
I would assume that this is going on the credit of your benefactor?
Yes, yeah.
Naturally.
Of course, sir. I will, as per usual, credit is allowed on 5,000 chips. Is that acceptable?
Quite so.
Do for the moment.
He nods, and
Jesus.
as he walks up to you, he actually takes the thing off the platter, and you see the chips were already on his platter. It seems like many people like to have chips ready.
Nice.
Astrid's gonna look at Jack.
Anyway, you may go. We have to get ready.
It is okay, sir. I will wait here for restocking.
The lady
Right,
doesn't
so
like
is that 5,000 per
things in
person
the room
or in
While
total?
we're getting ready, you may go.
Ah, of course. Then I will wait in my charging port, sir. He goes down the hallway towards the elevator and steps towards a wall which opens and he slips into. And
So
it closes.
those 5,000 chips are there per person or in total?
In total.
Total, I assume.
Astrid's gonna look at
Fuck
Jack
per person,
again.
that would have been
Yeah,
hilarious.
so I turn back to Astrid and go, yep.
Right, I'm gonna take 1,000 chips and I'm gonna start heading outside.
Can I have some chips?
Yeah. But we were going to go down and do some reconnaissance. I thought,
Gamble.
if this is VIP, why don't we get paid twice?
Well,
I'll show you how to play
peop-
blackjack.
people gambling
Awesome.
aren't really conspicuous compared to people not gambling when at the casino.
Here, Tizza, take
I'm
1,000.
conspicuous everywhere.
Thank you, Jack.
Because I'm fucking tall.
Yes.
Because I'm a giant
So,
muscle
you,
woman.
you do have a selection of dresses fitted to you now, so you've got that going for you. Oh, also,
Oh.
hey Ash.
Hmm?
I'm taking like 3 of those tuxes for my own personal use when we leave.
Of course.
There is a reason. I'm really just exploiting the VIP treatment here.
Of course you
I
are.
want to wear a dress that really shows off my muscles.
Wait, can I?
Musculars.
So
gonna be
essentially, you want
charmed
to
with
wear
you.
something that has no sleeves and like shows off a lot of your legs and is
Yes.
like extremely skin tight around your stomach
Yes.
to show off the abs.
I don't think
Okay.
that's appropriate for the occasion.
I'd say that's fairly appropriate. I can get a shawl on that. I'll do well.
So I just come out wearing like a dress and I'm like, I'm ready, and Jack's like brings a giant scarf around me and wraps it around and is like, yeah, now you're ready.
I didn't mean like a giant scarf to hide you like a hijab. I just meant around your arms to accent the
Good
outfit.
job.
I just meant as an accessory. God, you people, I'm not from fucking Islam, you guys.
Yeah, I'll take
Space
that, but
model.
yeah, I'm gonna be
Um,
if anybody let's just say if there are any muscle woman appreciators on the ship, they're going to notice me.
notice me, senpai.
You hear just like a bunch of Rhodian bankers jealously fist waving at me.
Oh right. Ash,
Yeah.
I just like sort of want to ask something. I don't know if we know this, but like if we know this, then fine. Like who? As for the restocking of the room, who exactly is footing the bill on that? Like, is this part of the bill for the suite? Are we pissing off the owner of the establishment? Like,
Essentially, what is normally allowed if somebody's fronting the bill on your room, because this is such a very high-class place, it's normally like unlimited food on some select items like the dosist alcohol you got. But there's certain lotions that are allowed and stuff like that. For the 5,000, essentially there's a limit. this has probably been put in place because some people may have been abusing it. But
Oh
it's a
yeah,
thing-
there are people who have a problem with gambling.
I meant like if we're pocketing the cortosis wine, like, are we pissing someone off?
Oh no, it's fine.
It comes
the,
with
the fun thing
Okay,
about
just
life,
checking.
which is
The
totally
important thing.
fair, by the way, is the richer you are, the more free shit you get.
Yeah,
People
like
want to stay on your good side.
I'm
Exactly.
I'm just making sure so that like there's not suddenly a fucking like hot goon squad charging down the door.
You took that wine with kurtosis, how dare
You want
you?
to know what the best part is? I'm fairly sure the guy we're after is paying for our room, Sibby.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
left with
I
that
know.
impression, by the way.
That much I know. I'm just
So, like,
confirming
don't
that.
worry
that
about pissing
no, like
you off.
I'm just
'Cause we're
confirming
gonna
that we're not
kill him.
accidentally pissing off someone more powerful.
Nah, we're just
But
pissing off the guy that's gonna be dead anyway.
We're not paying for it. That's what's.
Dude, have you seen this?
Come on, T-Rex! Fuck you, bitch!
The buildings, collateral damage.
Fuck collateral damage, I'm an giant ass robot!